Welcome to KPIP's Local Voices. I'm Rachel Steele, and with me is Bob Anderson of the new local business here in Fayette, Petrichor. Thanks so much for being with us today, Bob.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I have to be honest, I missed your opening. Petrichor just popped up on Church Street one day, and I went, what is this? So tell me, when did you officially open up Petrichor?
Yeah, it was kind of a quiet opening. We officially opened on June 23rd.
Okay.
However, we are going to have a grand opening later on this month. We're looking at the 25th. Things are still in planning right now.
So the 25th of July, maybe your grand opening.
Yes.
And you are located on Church Street on the Courthouse Square, and it's actually right to the right of where the Peacock used to be, correct?
Right. For the people who are newer to Fayette, I'm 3 doors down from the laundromat and 5 doors up from the Historical Society.
Gotcha.
You can't miss it. I've got a big yin-yang and a Hansa on the front of the building.
Yes, you do. That is definitely a clue that is Petrichor. What sort of store is Petrichor in terms of the vibe that you get when you enter? Because it really is unique. I don't know how to describe it.
I try to create a place that appeals to the senses. You know, bedazzling colors, soothing aromas, calming sounds, comforting textures. But really, Petrichor is it's a refuge from the troubles of the world, a place of healing. In fact, I've actually had the store sanctified as a place of spiritual and emotional healing.
And as I understand it, you ended up with a lot of inventory from Kiss the Earth. If anybody remembers Kiss the Earth, it was a wonderful store just like that when it shut down. And what sorts of things can people find in Petrichor that they used to get at Kiss the Earth?
Yeah, Kiss the Earth was a wonderful store, and I think we're all sad to see it go. Kiss the Earth, her stock included just about everything. In fact, she called it an everything store. And now pretty much all of that stock is available to me. So I've got antiques, incense, jewelry, makeup, self-defense items, smoking paraphernalia like hookahs and pipes, toys, collectibles, home decor. I'm just looking around the store right now. Some clothing items, coloring book. I like to think that I've got everything you didn't know you needed.
I like that. And speaking of Kiss the Earth, you were very close to Amy, the owner of Kiss the Earth, and her late daughter, Nikki, who was very special. Can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with them?
Well, I met Nikki, who, this will come up later, I'm sure, but she actually called herself Petrichor. But I met Nikki about 4 years ago, I guess, and we kind of dated off and on. When Nikki got sick and she decided to go on hospice, she decided that she wanted someone who loved her to be with her at the end. And she asked me to be there. Nikki and I were married, and so I am actually part of the family now. And she passed away about 1.5 years ago, just 3 weeks past her 21st birthday. We weren't sure if she'd make it that far.
And she did.
So she did, and in many ways, she's still with me. She's still a part of this. You know, she's a part of the store. She's still a part of our family, part of our lives.
And she always will be. I know she will be.
Yes.
She was a very special girl, and actually something amazing happened recently that you shared with me regarding your wedding ring. Would you share that with us?
Well, I can't say as you might expect, but near the end, Nikki was a devotee of Anubis, the escort of the dead, if you will. And we had matching Anubis rings.
Mm-hmm.
And mine was damaged at my previous job. And when we had our hand fasting, Amy, Nikki's mother, wanted to replace our rings, get us new rings for the hand fasting.
Right.
And unfortunately, they didn't arrive. They were delayed. I don't know if it's stock issues or what, and then COVID hit, and So anyway, they just arrived yesterday. And so now I am wearing my new Anubis ring.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Bob. I can only imagine what a touching moment that must have been for you.
It was. I'm getting a little choked up now thinking about it. But,
I also am a widow, and we were apart when he passed away. And when I received his wedding ring back, that was a unique moment. I don't know if I've ever had a moment quite like that when I got his ring back, and I still have it in a very special place. And every now and then, it's been years, but every now and then I pull that out and I look at it, and I remember him. And he is always with me. He is always in my soul. And I know that Petrichor will always be in your soul. And I couldn't help but notice that the name of the store is Petrichor. Did that come from Nikki?
And now we're coming back to that. In part, yes.
But Petrichor means something very special. It actually means something quite unique, and it ties into the whole vibe of the store that we were talking about before, correct?
Yes, it does. Because of Nikki, I was familiar with the word Petrichor. That was a name that she chose for herself. And the word Petrichor, it describes the scent that's released when rain strikes dry earth. So parched land, the rain comes down, a particular aroma is released from the soil. And they've identified that as Petrichor, meaning Petra meaning rock, and Ichor meaning blood of the gods.
Very cool.
So it really played in well to the store because, like I said, I wanted the store to be all about the senses.
Right, and it's called Petrichor.
Right.
Very cool. Now, tell us a little bit more about the cornucopia of things that can be found at the store right now.
Oh, my goodness. Amy didn't leave a whole lot of room for new products. I mean, she covered just about everything.
Well, one of the things that I found there that I enjoy is essential oils and incense.
Yes, I have a large selection of incense and essential oils and aroma oils, sticks and cones, and I've got a few burners left. Those have been flying out the door. I don't have any scented candles yet, but I've got a friend who makes their own scented candles, handcrafted, and I'm going to be getting those soon. So yeah, it's a very aromatic store.
It is. And you've also got some nice jewelry in there as well. And the prices are very reasonable, I might say.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
I've tried to maintain Amy's tradition of offering beautiful pieces at a very accessible rate. And I've got enough jewelry here I will not have to order jewelry for many, many years.
Yes. It's a place that you can go in and find something fun at a price that is not going to break you. You will go in there, you will find something, you will fall in love with it and say, oh my gosh, this is so fun, and oh, it is only this price, I can do this.
And if you don't find that piece you fall in love with, come in next week. I probably got it. Just hasn't hit the
probably got something different. If you don't find what you're looking for, I'm telling you, Bob has probably got it in a box somewhere, or he will find it for you.
Yeah.
And you've got some big plans for the future, including you were talking to me about adding a beverage station. What else would you like to add to this space in the future?
Well, I fully intend to put a coffee pot in the back of the store where people can just sit down, relax, read a paper or whatever, take a load off their minds and their feet. I also would like to, I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking for a small cooler or something that I can put soft drinks in, because with Dollar General having moved down the road, our college students don't have a place nearby where they can just come in and get a drink or something.
Absolutely. Also, you were saying that some things in the store may change, but some items will always be offered. What are those items?
Well, in a general sense, like I said, I've got jewelry to last for years. And incense, everybody comes here for incense. They walk through the door and they're like, oh, this place smells nice. And I'm like, right back there in the corner. In addition to the jewelry and the incense and the New Age type stuff and the antiques, of course, I also try to keep some fresher items on, some fun stuff. Like I'm looking at a unicorn headband, fingerless gloves, flight capes. I just want to make people happy.
What are your current hours, not including holidays?
Currently, I'm open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and then on Sunday from 10 to 2. Now, that may change as the customer load reveals itself. I was thinking that I may need to come in later and stay open later on Sunday. Like maybe 11 to 3 or something like that.
Sure, that will all work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
What is the physical Petrichor address there on the courthouse square?
Okay, our address is 108 North Church Street.
Okay. And you've got a web address?
Find us on Facebook. No, I don't have a web page, but I am on Facebook under the Petrichor Store.
The Petrichor Store, and that's Petrichor.
That's correct.
And your phone number?
573-55-1099.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us today, Bob. Good luck, and keep us posted on your new business endeavor.
Look for updates on Facebook.
Absolutely. Check out Petrichor on Facebook, and thank you so much for listening to Local Voices. I'm Rachel Steele on 94.7 KPIP.